Yo, JBlanked here. Today we're making another custom PicoCalc app, but today we're looking at the loading animation. What do you need to follow along? Honestly, not much. On the hardware side, you need your PicoCalc, of course, but for software, you need the micropython version of my Picoware firmware flashed onto your PicoCalc. If you haven't done that yet, you can pause here and check out my first video on how to get that set up. Alright, let's get our workspace ready. This will literally just take a second. When you turn on your PicoCalc, you'll see the Picoware desktop. Just hit enter to open the library. From there, use the arrow keys to scroll down and click editor. Now, before we write any code, we have to create our file. You need to type in the exact file name, picoware/apps/loading-simple.py. That path is super important since the system automatically looks inside that apps folder for anything it can run. Once you have that typed in, scroll down and click Save. And here we are in our editor. We're not just writing a simple script, we're building a real Picoware app. All apps have a basic structure built around three main functions: start, run, and stop. Start runs once when the app boots up to get things ready. Run is the main loop that's called over and over for all your logic. And stop is for any cleanup when the app closes. We'll begin with a global variable which will hold our animation object. Then we'll define our start function. It gets a view manager object, which is how our app talks to the system. Inside start, we'll import a special class called loading from the Picoware GUI library. This class contains all the logic for the animation, so we don't have to build it from scratch. We then create an instance of this loading class, passing it the drawing surface and assigning it to our global loading variable. And that's it for the setup. The loading object will be ready to go. Okay, this is where it all comes together, and you'll see how simple it can be. All our main logic lives in the run function. First, inside run, we get the input manager and check if the user is pressing the back button. If they are, we tell the view manager to go back, which returns the user to the previous view. It's extremely important to always give your user a way out. If the back button isn't pressed, we get to the core of the animation with a single line, loading.animate. Since the firmware calls the run function over and over very quickly, this command repeatedly tells our object to draw the next frame of the animation. All the hard work of timing, drawing the dots, and updating the screen is handled for us inside the loading class.
You blanked on this one.
Finally, there's the stop function. When our app closes, stop is automatically called. Its job is to clean up by deleting our loading objects and freeing up system memory, which is always a good practice on a small device like this. So let's save this and see it in action. Hit the back key twice to leave the editor. It'll ask if you want to save. Just delete the N and type a Y for yes, and then click enter. Now that you're back in the library menu, just scroll up to applications, and then you'll see our loading simple app in the list. Scroll down and click on our app. And there it is, a slick custom animation that you built from scratch right on the device. If this was helpful, I'd love if you'd subscribe for more PicoCalc tutorials. Let me know what other app ideas you would like for me to explore. Drop them in the comments below. I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.